name in the dark, a medal gathering dust, a legacy written, erased, rewritten. The Irish Victoria Cross recipients stood in battle, but in history, some stood alone. Their courage unquestionable, their place in Irish memory complicated. For some, the Irish VC recipients are war heroes. For others, their stories are entangled in a question of identity. They fought for survival for their comrades, but under the banner of a nation that ruled over their own. And when independence came, remembrance became selective. The world remembers victory, but countries remember choices. And for those Irishmen who fought under the British flag, their memory, like their medals, sometimes vanished into quiet corners. Martin Doyle was soldier and revolutionary. He was the contradiction Ireland couldn't quite place, decorated by the British Empire, then fighting against it. He was proof that loyalty, bravery, and defiance can live in the same heart. Gerald O'Sullivan, the Irish VC without a grave, a war hero of the Empire, but no resting place in Ireland. His body never recovered, his name barely whispered. Some victories fade without a funeral. Some men disappear even in remembrance. John Condon, the boy soldier, a child carrying a rifle too large for his frame, lost at 14. Long forgotten in Ireland, but his grave in Belgium is visited by strangers who never knew him, but grieve just the same. The silence lasted years. Then, slowly, the remembering began. Paving stones were laid in hometowns, medals placed behind museum glass, faces placed back into history, not as forgotten soldiers, but as men who answered war's call. Today, their stories belong not to Britain, not to Ireland, but to time itself. Because courage does not ask for a flag, it simply steps forward again and again. They fought in trenches, under torpedoes, against uncertainty. When their countries moved on, some were carried forward in memory. Others were left behind. But bravery does not age. Sacrifice does not erode. And in telling their stories, we make sure they never truly leave.